Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooklyn. This is Brooklin's Library. Okay, here's the tea. You might see a dog nose or a cat tail or something because I have of mammals in my room. So today is going to be the day that we are going to do my 25 for 25. Okay, and here's the tea. I'm really excited about this video because I felt as if I was behind on end of the year and beginning of the year content. With this video, I feel as if I'm going to be all caught up and we can proceed as normal. This is Pyro. She's our oldest baby. She's very old. Hi. She's so sweet. She wanted to be in the video so bad. Okay. Some of these books I am not 100% sure what they're about, but I will tell you as much as I know about these books, okay? My goal is to tell you why I want to read them, pretty much. The first book is a book that I have read before, kind of. I haven't read it all the way through before, but I am going to keep this list to recommendations, anticipated reads, and books that I haven't read before, because there are a lot of books on my list that I have not read before there are a lot of books on the list that I want to read that I have read before, but they're not on this list because I'm trying to keep it to books that I have not read before. Oh my god, okay, sorry, I'm getting so distracted by all of the commotion going on here. First book that I want to read is a book that I read about halfway through and then I never picked up again, but I also lent this book out to somebody and then I got it back. Okay, and this is a nonfiction book. Okay, so this is the Upright Citizens Brigade comedy improvisation manual. Okay, so if you know anything about improv, this is the improv Bible. Okay, if you know anything about me, is I used to be in improv for a year, 2 years. Either way, it was the best time of my life. I felt like I was my truest self when I was in improv, and I felt the most creative. And even though I really wasn't expressing my creativity, I felt so much potential for to be creative. It looks like someone's dog took a bite of that too. um, so basically, I want to read this because I want to tap into that creative mindset that I used to feel when I was in improv. And I want to read this and see if maybe I can apply this to my channel, the videos I make, or even to my special project that I am going to do in 2025, which will require a lot of talking. I should start working on it because it's pretty heavy and the pictures are in color. Let me show you. I got this for a Christmas gift, I think back in 2014, 2013, or 2015. Either way, it was a long time ago, and I didn't end up finish reading it. So the next book that I want to read is heavily influenced by someone on BookTube who is a very lovely person. Her name is Lauren, and her channel is Love Lauren. This is one for my enemy. She has recently been getting into Olivia Blake and has just been reading about her stuff, okay? And I have never read Olivia Blake before, but I have heard good things, and Lauren is one of those people on, literally, if your name is Lauren, I trust you, okay? Lauren is one of those people on BookTube that, Queen, I'll read anything. I'll read anything you tell me to. So, I put this on here. Not sure what this one is about, but do I really want to know? I don't know. So the next book, number 3, is going to be, I want to finish the Throne of Glass series, and I'm going to start by working on Queen of Shadows, okay? I wanted to read Throne of Glass in 2024. I didn't end up finishing it because I needed a break, and the break ended up being an extended break until I started working on a different project. So that's why I didn't finish it. Anyways, so I'm on Queen of Shadows. Stop by. So I'm going to read Queen of Shadows onward. period. And I heard that the series really picks up here. I can't tell you what this is about because this is literally book 4. The fourth book I want to read is because I was in my Twilight era and I am still continuing my journey on becoming a Twihard. So the reason why I said anything about Twilight at all is because Wuthering Heights is Bella's favorite book, and I would like to know what she's so obsessed with. Okay, so the fifth book that I want to read is the Hunger Games series. Okay, I read the first Hunger Game in my 24-hour readathon. If you would like to check that one out, that was my first 24-hour readathon, I think, and it went really well. And I ended up reading Hunger Games and finishing it, and that was an amazing slay. That book literally hit me so hard that I was like, no, I have to take a break from these books right now because I cannot finish reading these books where I am in my life. However, I am not in that place in my life anymore, which I feel like I can finish them and I should just get it over with. Not like get it over with like they're bad, but get it over with like I just need to do it. And book number 6 is The Poppy War. Do I know what this book is about? Absolutely not. I know that it is a very popular book on BookTok and BookTube. However, the person that convinced me to read this finally was Mimi. Well, yes. Well, yes. I will read anything Mimi tells me to, probably. I will do anything Mimi tells me to. She said read The Poppy War, I said period. So, number 7 is a recommendation that I asked for on Sprints. I can't remember whose channel it was. I think it was either my channel or Lauren's channel. And I asked you guys, the chat, and I said, hello, it's me. If you guys have a good Rumpelstiltskin retelling that you have read before, please let me know. Every Rumpelstiltskin retelling that I have read was a flop. Okay, and you guys gave me the recommendation of Spinning Silver. So thank you for the recommendation. I will be checking that out. Book number 8 is not a book, really. It's a series of comics. So I'm trying to be in my Scarlet Witch era in 2025. So I want to read, oh my gosh, I forget what it's called. I think it's called House of M. So Tyra and I are going to buddy read the Scarlet Witch comics this year, and we're going to start with the House of M because that's one where she is very much the big baddie. And I said, yes, period, please. So we are going to be reading that. So, Marvel, you can access all of the Marvel comics on Marvel Unlimited, and they give you a 7-day free trial. Otherwise, it's $9.99 per month, or if you would have got the deal that they had going since Black Friday, it's $52 per year, which is like $1 per week. I, however, am going to sign up for the free trial, and then I'm going to pay for like a month or two, and then I'm going to be done. Okay. Number 9 is another recommendation from someone named Lauren, okay, from Happy Hunt's library. Okay, I would love to read the Billionaire Cryptid series. This was on her top favorite books from 2024, and she has not. All right, everybody, so here's the tea. So I accidentally turned my mic off when I did that little gesture. Okay, so the mic is back on, and now we are going to finish what I was saying along with the rest of my books. Okay, so like I was saying, Lauren is constantly talking about the Billionaire Cryptid series, and she mentioned that Mothman was the manager in the second book. So I was like, okay, I need to see what Mothman is all about because we love Mothman in this house, period. Also, my cat, they just want to be in so bad. 10th one is Murder by Cheesecake. I am so freaking excited for this one because it's a Golden Girls murder mystery, cozy mystery. Are you joking me? And that's pretty much all that I know about it. My friend, Bestie Hannah, we know, we love, read this book, and because they got the orc advanced reader's copy. So, and yeah, I am so freaking excited to read this one. Number 11 is going to be Firekeeper's Daughter. Okay, when I tell you that Bessie Tyra told me a million times what this book was about, and guess what? I forgot. But she has begged me to read this. She has said, oh, you're going to love this book. I believe there's forbidden magic, and it's like a tribal kind of book. I don't know. It is non-white fantasy, and I have never read something specifically like this. So I'm like, okay, this year is the year that I need to read it. I need to read it. No excuses. If I don't read it this year, I need to quit Bookstagram. Bookstagram, yes, and BookTube. I need to quit both of them if I don't read it this year. And number 12 is heavily inspired by a fellow YouTuber. I believe I already mentioned her in this video. Can't really remember. This was inspired by Maddy from As Told by Maddy, and this is In the Glass Castle. This is one of Maddy's favorite books, and it is fake of me not to have read all of her favorite books. So I need to read this book. I'm not sure if it's a memoir, but I believe it's some kind of non-fiction book that's really intense, really sad. So, if you're interested in reading this book, you should look up trigger warnings, but I'm not sure what they are at this moment in time. Like I said, I'm just going to tell you why I want to read the books. 13, okay, is the Belladonna series, specifically because this book is gorgeous, and it was either Rochelle from Good Morning Dreamer or Nina from Nina's Library who read these books and mentioned them. I cannot remember which one. It may have been both of you guys. I apologize, but it convinced me 1000% to pick these books up and read them because from what I remember, the inside matched the beauty of the outside, and we freaking love to see that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. And I'm going to send it back to when I turn the microphone back on. Number 14 is going to be a book that okay. I have these sticker books, and one of them is a very large sticker with a quote from Dracula. Okay. And so I was like, well, I need to read Dracula so I can use the sticker in my book journal. So that's why I want to read Dracula this year because I want to do a book journal spread on it. Okay. Is it okay if I make a spread for a book that I DNF? Not me already planning to DNF Dracula. I heard that Dracula was pretty funny and at certain parts, like I don't know if it was supposed to be funny, but I heard that it was funny, so I'm trying to get in on those jokes. The cats are being it's crazy hour for them right now. Okay. Book number 15. Hello, another Hannah influence, okay? So, one day Hannah out of the blue hit me up and was like, "Yo, have you read The Lamb?" Or no, have you heard of The Lamb? Cuz The Lamb is not out yet when this video is out. And I was like, "Nah, homie, what you talking about?" Okay? And then they were like, "The Lamb is Women's Wrong Support Group coded." Okay, if you don't know what Women's Wrong Support Group is, that is my book club, okay? And I said, "Period say literally less 25 for 25." Well, yes. So, that's all I know is that she did nothing wrong. Book number 16 is going to be the Payback's a Witch series, and I talked about this on my book haul. If you guys want to watch that video, you can go check it out, okay? Um so I'm trying to gaslight myself into liking this book, Payback's a Witch, and then I got the second book for Christmas for my wife and it's called From Bad to Cursed. So I really want to read that series because the vibes were vibing at the time and I love that. I want to get back into that setting. Book number 17 is going to be another one for my physical TBR, and that's going to be Salem's Lot, and this is by Stephen King. I believe this is his take on vampires. I'm really into the vampire scene right now. I just finished the whole Twilight series, and I have Interview with a Vampire on hold at the library. Okay, so let me see what Stephen has got to say about vampires. Bring it up, bring it to me, or you know. So speaking of vampires, number 18 is going to be Interview with a Vampire. All I know about this is that it's an amazing show, which I have not watched yet, and it's a movie which I have not watched. And it's like queer coded, and then someone is interviewing a vampire. What? That's all that I know about this book, but I know that this is a classic. Like I said, I'm in my vampire era. I need to read this book, okay? Number 19 is going to be Our Wives Under the Sea. a million times, a million times, a million times. You besties have told me to read this book, and I hear you. I even got the book for Christmas, so I'm going to do it this year. And if I don't, please slap me across the face and block me. Number 20 is going to be House of Hunger. Okay, this is another influence from the gals. The gals, I believe, as told by Maddy and Lauren from Happy Homes Library, I believe that they enjoyed this book. So I want to see what the tea is with this. Okay, I think this is also vampires, or maybe people think it's vampires and it's not vampires. Girl, I don't really know. All I know is that the besties like it, so I need to read it. And it's either horror or light horror or something like that. I can't remember. Number 21 is a part of my dark academia fantasy vibes, okay? I love dark academia. I like to think I love dark academia at least. And this one is another one. Hello. You know who you are. Vita Nostra, okay? I want to read this so bad because I heard that it was really good and really dark academia. And like, if I haven't read it, why haven't I read it? I don't know. Okay. And then the next one is the Pisces. Okay. I heard amazing things about Melissa Broder, I believe her name is. I heard amazing things about her writing. I heard her compared to my queen, my mother, my actual biological mother, Mona Awad. I heard her writing compared to Mona Awad. So I said, literally, why have I not read anything by her? And my plan is to be reading the Pisces when it is Pisces season. For those of you who don't know, I am the Pisces. Don't know anything about this book. I'm not the Pisces from the book. I'm the Pisces from the zodiac sign. Okay, literally, open a dictionary, look at the word Pisces. There's my freaking face. Okay. Book number 23 is going to be Magnolia Parks. Okay, I talked about this a little bit in my book haul as well. I recently got this book for Christmas, and I'm going to buddy read it with a couple of friends. Still haven't went over those details, so not quite sure if I am going to be chatting about those details with you at this moment. However, I do want to do some sort of vlog or something for Magnolia Parks because it's a huge deal for the gals here on BookTube. So I also want to be a part of that. I want to know what you guys know, okay? And sometimes do you guys get that feeling like sometimes I do want to be a part of it and sometimes I could not care any literally less. But for this book, I'm like, I need to know what you guys are talking about. Like, why is this book so good? It just sounds like every other book, okay? But you guys love this book, so I'm like, okay, I need to know. I need to know immediately. Number 24 is going to be a recommendation from Rebecca at Midnight Home. It's going to be The Last Housewife, okay? I need to read this book because Rebecca not compared, but she mentioned that another cold tea book that I would probably be interested in is The Last Housewife. So I was like, well, yes, say less. I am going to be changing number 25 because here's the thing. I put the Virgin Suicides on here, but the tea is I don't even know if I really even want to read that anyway, to be honest. So today, the day that I am filming this, I'm hoping that you guys will see this video tomorrow, okay? Mona Wad announced her book. I was literally, okay, here's the tea, right? Wednesday morning, today is Thursday. Wednesday morning, I was making my coffee and I was like, wow, we haven't heard from Mother in a minute. I bet she's going to drop her book soon because she's on like a 2-year schedule. I was literally thinking that yesterday morning. And today, Thursday, we have been blessed with an announcement from Mother. She said, here's your new book. This is a prequel and a sequel to Bunny, and it is called We Love You, Bunny. That's book number 25 that I'd love to read this year. It's September, it cannot come fast enough, but like I need to not rush it because we're literally in January. We literally just got here, so. Honestly, to be honest with you guys, Pen Pal was on this list, but I had to remove it from this list because I already read it. I read that book in a day and a half. It was so good. If you guys haven't read Pen Pal, I don't know what you're doing. Well, that what concludes my 25 for 25. If you have made it this far and you would like to leave me a comment, but you were like, girl, I don't even know what to say anymore. Yeah, you can leave. Let's go ahead and leave the book stack emoji. I know that I told you guys to leave that emoji before. However, I'm going to ask you to please leave it again if you made it this far, because it's very fitting. It's very fitting. You could use the book stack emoji for every video that I post, pretty much. So that if you have also made it this far and you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I have something special planned for 500 subscribers. Just saying. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a good evening, night, or whatever, and I don't really have anything to rant about today, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am hoping to see you next video. Like, subscribe, comment, the vibes. Alright, bye.